dead before they're cool. The bluing flesh for me to hold.
Hi, and welcome to... What show is this?
I guess this is... I don't know, what's your TV reviewing? What?
Yeah, I don't think we ever did name the show. I think it's called On the Tube. We told you we'd be back because we did a horror month review for The Walking Dead season premiere of episode 2, and now we are at the mid-season finale where we're... What's making all that noise? Drew?
I think it's Drew.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Stop eating your microphone.
Well, stop stomping on it.
Okay, so we are reviewing the mid-season here of The Walking Dead. So it's on its hiatus until it comes back in a few months.
In February.
As you know, Drew and myself were not real big fans of the first episode because it was just kind of like, eh.
Well, season 1's first episode had such an emotional pull to it, while the beginning of the second season seemed to kind of be going more through the motions.
Max and Vince enjoyed the season premiere.
Yeah, I enjoyed the mush.
It was a good amount of mush.
Drew wasn't moved enough.
Nope. I wasn't emotionally pulled to tears.
Well, at least the first episode.
Nah.
So as the season continued, the one thing that worried me the most out of this whole storyline was the stupid girl that disappeared.
Thanks for saying that, because I was, as the season progressed at the very beginning, I was like, let this be over. I am done. I do not care. Shoot her in the head. Forget her. Get out of the way.
Yeah, I was kind of getting fucking sick of that whole little side plot thing.
And I would totally agree with that, because I was getting really... I mean, it seemed like it was just bogging the series down.
It did. It felt like it was just holding everything up.
But I guess the second episode of the series just blew my mind. It was like everything I wanted in The Walking Dead. It had, action, it had the zombies, and it had the suspense, and it had all this awesome stuff that happened in the second episode. And I'm like, why wasn't this the first episode? And then from then on, I gotta tell you, I loved the second season so far.
I liked the second season, just I think as much as I liked the first one. But like Max said and Drew said, it just seemed like with the whole little girl getting lost, it was just dragging the series. But all the rest of it I really enjoyed, and some of the characters that I wasn't crazy about in the first season were actually better in this one.
And, there's a huge controversy about this, and I know there's a lot of people who hate the show just for the fact that there isn't enough zombies in it. But that's not the show. I mean, the show isn't all about zombies and eating people, and it's not really a horror show, it's a drama.
Well, the thing is that the zombies only serve as the catalyst that drives the story. That's the purpose of the zombies.
And people don't understand that. They just want to see zombies eat people.
Which is fun every now and then, but a good zombie... Like, if you watch any zombie movie, it's fun to watch people get, torn apart and everything by zombies, but a real good story isn't about the zombies. It's about the people in that situation.
Well, I would agree with that, but at the same time, yeah, I would have to agree. I would like to see a little more zombie eating. A little more, zombies eating flesh and ripping people apart. Just a little bit more. I don't think it needs to take away from the story or the drama or anything, but to add a little more suspense and add a little more horror wouldn't hurt.
Well, part of the reason why you don't see so many zombies is for the fact that this entire part of the season they have been at the farm.
A lot of the other criticism for the show is they don't like the people. They don't think that the actors are very good, and they don't find any sort of connection with any of these characters. And I think that's complete crap, because I think all these characters are great, especially Shane. I really, really like the Shane character in the show.
After it got over the 2-show slump, or a couple episodes where I got real bored with it, I got real worried about this season. After that, it did get a lot better, though. It started catching my attention again, getting a little better. But I do hope that they get off the farm here shortly, which I believe they will.
If you were in this situation, and if you were one of these characters on the show, who would you be?
As for who I would be personally, I would probably be the guy who's like kind of thinks things in a lot more, statistical manner where, it's between me being alive and you not being alive. I'm going to choose you not being alive.
I think I would be the, I can't remember his name now, and I actually liked him a lot this season, was the redneck guy, the one with a crossbow.
If I was actually, like, in the situation, I'd be closer to a Glenn, I would believe.
And I would be Shane. Yeah, and he pretty much says as it is. He's like, let this girl die. I was like, thank you. Let this girl die. She's already probably dead, so stop this freaking search.
The only reason why Shane isn't like just this awful, horrible person that everybody should hate is because of the world. You gotta remember, the world is full of zombies.
Well, the thing is like how the story's going is everyone's still stuck in the mindset of the way the world was, and he's already kind of transcended to the point to where he's already adapted to this world, and he's already there, and he knows exactly how shit should work.
So, what did everybody think about the mid-season finale?
I thought it was spectacular and yes, it got me ready for the next half of the season. I can't wait to see what happens.
It was awesome. I don't really want to say what happened because I don't want to spoil it for anybody that hasn't seen it, but just how that whole last scene happened. Just every single little piece about it was just amazing. It was just mind-blowing. It was, after seeing that last scene, I was like, I want the next season now. Right now. Where is it now?
The finale here, the end, the very last scene here, and you're just kind of like, oh my god, just like it kind of pretty much gave me goosebumps watching it.
Good.
So okay, now that we got the first half of the season done, what is everybody going to give it?
I will give this a 4 out of 5 for the first half of the season.
I'd have to agree with Max there. I'd definitely give it a 4 out of 5 overall.
Well, there was one episode. It went on for about 20 minutes. There was not a mention of a zombie. There was not a single zombie in the show. And my wife said, well, if you didn't know this was, a show about zombies, you wouldn't even know it. And I'm like, that is exactly right. I said, that is what they're getting right in the show, is it's not about zombies, it's about the people. And I love the first half of the season. All this negative stuff that people have been saying about it, I think it's great. I love it. And the first half, I'd give it 5 out of 5.
And I would have to do that as well. Let's give it a 5 out of 5 because when it started out fantastic. I think it dragged during the middle of it because of the little girl being gone. But what a payoff at the end. But I think what also drug it down was not just the little girl being gone, but then you had Carl, the boy, being shot too. So for like half the season, he was out of it too. So I think that's just what was really hampering on the series. But at the end, it became a huge payoff. And actually, I think the 2 episodes leading up to the finale were just as good.
I liked the whole season. I didn't have a problem with it at all.
I think they need to add The Rock, especially when he says machinima.
What?
The Rock. Machinima. Machinima.
Dwayne Johnson?
Right.
I have no idea what the hell's going on right now.
I'm lost.
Machinima.
Oh my god! The zombies, no! No!